Hey everybody, this is Katie, the angel that says fuck.
And Megan.
And Megan.
And Megan.
And so we're... this is our second try. Our cat started to get in a fight. So there's some tension.
So take two.
In the house. And so if they get in a fight, like, I don't know, we can't stop it because now they're under the bed with each other. So we'll see. But,
anyway, this is our full moon in Capricorn reading. It's an eclipse.
For all signs. And so the energy, I was just, saying in the other video that we're probably going to erase, that I've been feeling this a lot. It's kind of a heaviness that's creeping up on me. I'm not exactly down, but it's sort of like a preliminary depression. Not quite fully there, but like just sort of on the edges. And I've been having to do a lot of centering and meditating, and this is a really dense energy. So when it comes
full
to
of change.
My personal natal chart, what's going on is Mercury is square my natal Pluto, which means my consciousness is undergoing a whole stimulation of transformation of change. So I get it. This shit sucks. If you haven't gotten to know yourself, this energy could eat you alive.
Right. It's at 24 degrees, and it will be on Tuesday, the 16th of July. It's also going to be the second eclipse of the summer, but it will be exact at 2:38 p.m. If you're Pacific Standard Time, because we're on the, West Coast?
We're on the best coast.
The best coast.
How long have you been on the East Coast?
Never. Not yet.
Sometimes when we get on this, on the camera's on, we start getting nervous and second guessing ourselves over the dumb things, but everything but the cards is we get uncertain about the 3D stuff, but
right. For this, because this has to do with Capricorn, with this full moon, it is not a good time for any surgical procedures. Just saying. Sometimes I throw that out there.
What we want to do is if you watched our Mercury retrograde reading, that Uranus square Mars active energy is still a thing where we have to worry about doing things, taking things a little bit more slowly, so we also don't make mistakes and possibly injure ourselves. I don't know what it felt like, urge to reiterate that.
Right.
So while we're in the middle of feeling kind of fucked up emotionally and we're processing a lot of things, we also don't want to get in one of those moods where things start falling off the shelf and you get more mad, and then you slam your fingers in the door and you get even more mad, and then
right.
You get in a car accident. You don't want to do something like that. So keep in mind, do your breathing exercises, walking meditation, mindful meditations, whatever your thing is. So this energy is going to be gnarly. I won't lie. It feels kind of fucked up. So
it's a great energy for change, though. And if you've been following our videos...
Oh, sorry. Did you see my eye roll? Who likes this feeling?
But no, if you've been following our videos, you probably, at the very, beginning ones, my hair's always been platinum and brown. And I've been doing that for 4 years, and I finally just did something a little bit different and added some red into it, for me being a Taurus and change, but it's a good energy for change, especially if you are on your path. Things are going to be moving forward.
The deeper you have to go, the better.
Obviously, yeah. Hair is just hair.
No, but it affects you on a deeper level, right? Because you're a Venusian. It has direct reflections to who you are as a human being, and there's other ways other people manifest that, and it can be hair and whatever else. It just depends on what your chart features are.
Look in the mirror and look how he's laying on the shoe.
These cats are endlessly
adorable
and funny. They're ridiculous. Anyway, not about the cats. So I've had other people hit me up and tell me that they're going through a lot of dense energy and challenging emotional times. And that's exactly where we're supposed to be. There's nothing I can say to make this better right now. The only thing that we can do to make this better is the emotional work. the evolution, go with the change, do the work that's necessary to reacclimate and humble ourselves to the process. Sorry guys, there's no magic fix.
So pretty much the way that these readings work, we're going to start with a card blessing in just a second. She's going to get that off for us.
Gonna get it off. Pluto. You bastard.
Yeah, but we each pull a card. We'll take turns going first. And we'll each pull a card. We'll interpret it. Then we'll put them together. We'll give you a 2-card, 2-person combined reading, going through Aries all the way up to Pisces. We pull an oracle card always when we do the Messengers of the Moon readings, and it happens to be number 19, Dream a Beautiful Dream, and I will hit on the first.
Oh.
I was like, here.
I had something to do.
The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful colors in, order and chaos. Either way. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. So that's just the first little paragraph. Go ahead and hand it back to me. I'll put it back away. We will touch on this after we are done with Pisces.
I peeped at that card though, and it is all about beauty. And whatever you find beautiful in life, it matters. So that includes art and hair and music.
I've been feeling very creative, more creative than I normally do feel. I wouldn't qualify myself as a overly creative person. Katie is much more creative than I believe.
Like obviously creative.
Yeah, than I believe I am.
It's on the outside. Like I actually like it shows more, but you're not creative.
But
you're just in a different way. You're like
I'm more. I feel like a lot of the times I'm more of like a perfectionist creative, if that makes sense.
You're good on the details. Like you're good with aesthetics. You're good with paperwork. You have like a very like a 3D like something about it is very functional.
Right, I have a very functional, creative,
my type of creativity is the kind of creativity that most people roll their eyes at.
Right, out of the box.
And be like, this chick does not follow a set schedule. Like, that's how I was for most of my life. Like, I didn't go to traditional school, so I don't have that
right.
regimental feel to me. I'm just, like, all over the place creative, so...
So, yeah, if you're feeling... like your creative abilities are a little bit more heightened right now, it's normal, because I'm definitely feeling that way as well. But yeah, so we're each gonna pull a card. She's gonna start you off with Aries after we do the card blessing.
All right, so what we like to do is have you participate with your energy and invite your teams, your guides, your ancestors, your team from the other side, or however you want to look at it, your deities, your everybody that you work with,
your journey participants,
to bless our messages so that you receive what you need to hear, and that we ask for our egos to be removed so that we can deliver the messages purely and the way they need to be said, and that we don't involve ourselves unless it's necessary to prove like a metaphor. And we ask that our our energy stay balanced in this crusty energy. That
balance is a huge one, so I think that's a good way to end that.
I know I've been rough on that, so stay balanced through this, and just participate with your energy, and let's pull this together.
All right, starting with Aries.
Dun, 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 dun. See how we're doing. Oh my god, the cards, really. I pulled my cards for myself today, and there was a lot of non-action in them, and it was really frustrating. So we'll see how it is for the general. Yeah. No talky, no dewy. Just knowing.
Sitting within the balance.
This is being
Black and white.
Being in the feminine energy of knowing and attracting and magnetism and going within and checking with your nervous system for signals and signs and any subtle. This is a subtleties card. Subtle signs. This is things that come into. This is a balance card between the dark and the light. So this is definitely one of those withdrawn energies. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. So for Aries, I pulled the Seven of Pentacles. So this could definitely be a moon that influences your finances. You could be easily just feeling very grateful that you're seeing what you've been working so hard towards come to fruition. Between having the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles, really, I'm feeling like the only way you're going to be moving forward is if you stay aligned, you stay balanced, and you keep an eye and make sure everything's flowing pretty steady.
It's the Seven of Pentacles. There's nothing going on in the movement of this card. That's why you see the faces I'm making. Like, this is not a time for Aries, who's a very forward-driven energy. It's very momentum-oriented. We don't like to sit still and wait and watch and have things come to fruition on its own. But, like, I keep hearing that butterfly metaphor where, you know, when they're coming out of their cocoon, you can't pull them out of their cocoon, otherwise their wings won't form. I think Blissful Heart was the one who said that most recently. Anyway, yeah, this is one of those things where it's a kind of, not a stagnant feeling, but it's definitely not moving. And you have to go within, and that might be a little bit annoying if you want to see some progression right now. But I promise, like, what's coming forward is going to be worth the letting it come to its own fullness.
I'm getting the word grateful. And I feel like a lot of that could be just making sure you're reminding yourself all the things you should be grateful for that are running smoothly right now. And remember, like, dang, like, I didn't have this a year ago, and wow, this is actually coming together, because things are slowly but surely coming together, and this is the proof. I mean, this is the proof.
Like, this is what you just said reminds me of what I was hearing Abraham Hicks say one time, where Abraham said that, I don't know if it was Esther or Abraham at the time, but they were saying that they were thinking about, I guess it was Esther. Esther was thinking about everything that she didn't have to think about, like how the sun rose every day. Right. Things that you don't have to control that happen anyway around you, for you, in your favor. And so to be grateful for those and satisfied with those things that happen and appreciate them.
Oh, I didn't write down a timestamp for Aries, but I guess we'll figure that out. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
For Taurus.
13 minutes later.
That won't be hard to find. Alright. So, Taurus. Like in the beginning, I said, as I am a Taurus sun, I am feeling a bit more creative with this energy. I am feeling like we were kind of talking about before the video started, like a denseness in energy. It's not horrible, but it's not awesome.
It's just...
I feel fine.
Thicker. It feels thicker. Like, it feels like it's harder to move, like you're going...
I feel like I have a backpack
against a wind or something. Yeah,
I feel like I have a backpack
There's an energy that's heavier.
All right. The Ace of Pentacles, Taurus. So, creativity really comes up, and your creativity, Taurus, could really shoot you into the Ace of Pentacles realm. Whether it's in a more of a aesthetic creativeness, or like a profession, like a legit profession in just something where you can create and it's just churning you pentacles. It's gonna come. Okay, Taurus.
So yeah, it's here. You actually have the capacity to hold this like shower of abundance, in whatever form it comes.
I love that.
It's just good. Like, it's almost so good it's disgusting. You wanted it, you're getting it. Like,
I want it.
I mean, you have to be able to appreciate that. It's gonna be maybe come too easy, and you're gonna like almost take it for granted. Be careful with that. But as far as it is, you're able, you've cultivated a hand that's big enough to hold this coin. So you've done the work for it, so enjoy it.
Okay. Pentacles.
You wouldn't be able to take it. You're gonna say yes to even more. I hate that I'm yawning again. I wasn't yawning at all before we started. Like, every time I start that little blessing and then I like go into it, like, I'm yawning.
Cool.
Gemini. I had to make sure it was for you. So Saturn's been in your 8th house if you're a Gemini rising, and most of the time we do charts off of the rising sign. So, you know, this could be a well-earned reward coming in finally. So you don't want to be in a spot where you're not open-hearted enough to accept this. Don't be skeptical when you see something good coming your way.
Don't be skeptical when you see something good coming your way.
It's funny how that works.
Okay, this is the 5 of Cups. So, as you see when I bring it a little bit closer, he's pouting. He's throwing a little bit of a pity party because he's got 3 spilt cups in front of him. And he's giving, like, no fucks that he's still got 2 full.
So yeah, there's a lot to be grateful for. So keep that in mind. You have more coming in. It's hard to not grieve for things that you have to say goodbye. Consider the fact that it might not even be saying goodbye. It's probably just see you later.
Like, I really feel like this has to do with change.
And maybe it wasn't so good anyway, and the change is going to be good for you.
And look, if you think about it, pentacles are change.
Cha-ching. Yeah. Cha-ching-cha-ching.
So, yeah, for Gemini, I really feel like, yeah, you need to be less concentrating on the negatives of the change and more concentrating on, hell yeah, this is what's going to come about this change. Alright. Now we got Cancer. Let me write down.
It's Cancer season. It's a gnarly Cancer season. It's been kind of interesting. Emotionally, it's very dense, and you can't ignore the emotions floating around as much as you'd like, because it has all these Cancer, Capricorn, North Node, South Node interactions that we keep running into. It's heavy.
All right, we got the Lovers for Cancer.
Wow. Wow.
And with my experience with Cancers, definitely with this Cancer season, anybody with either Cancer Sun and Cancer Moon I've really engaged with, they've seemed to be a little bit more lovey-dovey right now. Like,
in general, this is like wanting to reach out and have good relations with even family or people you just have any relationship with, really. Like, it doesn't always have to be a love relationship, although it is showing that on the card.
I also see this as a card of balance, you know.
It's a Gemini, though. It's a Gemini card, so this as much balance as Geminis can have, because they're constantly evolving. So, but it is blessed by above. So this is one of those harmonious connections. So it's good communication. It's healthy, but there's nothing that says static. Look how ridiculously nice that is. Like,
It's a sign.
so this is just fucking harmony. Like, this
Fuck
is...
up. Why?
I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Like, maybe it was some type of slip that meant to be. Like, but anyway, I'm pretending like it didn't happen. Thanks a lot. This like Leo card pops out. So this is major arcana for Cancer. This is Gemini and Leo. This is like really warm and fuzzy and playful, and I really don't know how Cancers are feeling under this type of weather. Are you feeling warm, fuzzy, and playful with Capricorn, everything opposing your Cancer stuff? Like, is that working for you? Or are you coming out of this with one of those like happy, healthy, playful transformations in your life that like you're seeing maybe this is the exact opposite of what you've had, and you're growing more towards these things. It's just interesting because the Cancers I know have all been feeling lost in their own way and looking for more stability. So hopefully this means that the people around you are your stability. Like, the people around you help you just rediscover where you feel best about your life. I like it. So
sounds about right.
Hopefully, you can trust your folks. Sorry, I have to do that to my dad's cat every time he walks by. He loves it.
You're doing Leo, and you just played with a cat real quick.
I had to.
That's great. Why am I struggling to shuffle my
Some of these like energies, I swear they're so like wanting to get out for the shuffle that like clogs up the cards. My voice is like acting funky all of a sudden. You were supposed to do it.
No.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so we got Queen of Cups for Leo. You and your feelings, and that's okay. This is the feminine expression of emotions. So you could be, without seeing the other card yet, I don't know if this is being like emotionally manipulative, because she can swing either way. She's got shadow qualities and she's got light qualities. So she could be seeing emotional patterns and being very emotionally like psychic and wise and deep, or she could be crocodile tears and being annoying. So let's see what the other card is.
Six of Pentacles. Right? Yeah. It's the Six of Pentacles. I'm
getting it like a hit on like somebody who's giving too much.
Yeah.
They're so soft emotionally that they want to be that much of a giver that they're turning themselves into the people that are in poverty.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was just.
It's not that there was a manipulation to this, but I feel like it's that you're manipulating yourself into thinking that being a giver to that extent is good. It's not. You can't give from an empty cup.
Absolutely.
This is unequal, I think.
Yeah, no.
It feels unequal. So don't be giving too much over this moon. This is like, it's going to be detrimental. You have to keep that energy for yourself. Sorry. It's going to feel like you're betraying people probably, but you're not. You're just looking out for number one. You just got to stand your ground.
Yeah, and you need to look out for yourself, ideally. Really, really look out for yourself.
All right, Leo. You got that.
Right. Virgo. Okay, so I pulled Strength for Virgo. With this moon, full moon in Capricorn and Strength, like for the energy, like I feel like so like jumbled right now? Like,
because it has to do with, it's like maybe they're feeling that need to pull back and have like self-control, but they're already having a massive amount of self-control and they literally have nowhere else to pull back, and it's jumbly.
Yeah, that feels about right. Oh, okay, so that's why they're feeling jumbly.
Yeah, like their communication when it comes to their relationships is coming into order, where it has to be more, either they have to watch their mouths or they have to start speaking from the heart and becoming more vulnerable,
More present.
so either way,
Like,
it's expressing itself in your life. You have to work on your expression and your give and take when it comes to the relationships in your life. You will be protected in doing so. You have protection outside of yourself, either via angels or like dead relatives or angels just in general, but mainly, especially if you ask for the strength to
right, that's where it all starts.
To shore up your own instincts, which you're having to battle right now. It's time to make amends with people around you in one way or another. Sorry. It's just about relationships and harmony and actually coming clean, so it's the right thing. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
Third time.
So, more abundance for your, is it Libra right now? Wow. Libra and Taurus. Both of y'all.
Yeah.
So, well, what else can it be said other than this is a prosperity card? This is something like a gift from heaven. Maybe you win the lottery. What's the other card say?
It's the Hanged Man for Libra.
Okay, interesting.
So this is a card of seeing things from a different point of view, different perspective.
You just have to change the way you're looking at abundance for it to come. Whatever you want it to be. Like, this is just getting a new, taking a break and starting over on a business or something. It's just something that has to come after taking time off spiritually. So you have to put your spiritual time off and to get your perspective to get this new thing, which is going to be extremely beneficial.
Yeah.
So take that spiritual time and get those Pisces juices flowing, because Neptune really wants you to take a chill pill and get creative.
Okay, Scorpio.
Maybe not a literal chill pill, though. That's like a term from the 90s, and we don't really want to be endorsing popping any sort of pills, right?
Okay, Scorpio. Y'all were interesting. We got the Hierophant. Alright, go ahead and check it out. Alright, so the Hierophant, he is, I like to consider him kind of like the Pope. That's what he reminds me of. Like, another one that's well within his power. Kind of knows who he is, knows the power he's capable of.
Yeah, but he's kind of a nitpicky one, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's gonna have everybody else's prescription lined up for them and how to behave and act and what's right and what's wrong. And, like, not always the best. I got this reversed, so I'm feeling like because someone around you is so stressed out about communicating correctly, or you're so worried about communicating correctly, you're not talking at all. You're not getting any messages moved back and forth. There's a block because it's so stringent. What to do about it is, we'll stay with your integrity, but work on being a little bit more proud of that integrity. Like, I feel like you're not even talking about that. You're just kind of just silently doing something, and it's coming off kind of passive aggressive.
Yeah, and I feel like there needs to be a little bit more go with the flow.
Yeah, a little more go with the flow, to turn it this way, a little bit more communication, a little bit more letting people know why you're doing what you're doing. I know you don't like to explain yourself.
Not everybody's a mind reader.
But yeah, not everybody understands your motive either, because it's not directly obvious.
Absolutely.
And you're not exactly giving yourself any favors by not cooperating.
Interesting.
You never know what's gonna happen. Or it's gonna be, I don't know, it's interesting. Always interesting. Ace of Swords. New ideas, new things to intellectually pursue, new things of interest, new threads of information, new discoveries. I like it. Good energy.
Queen of Wands. All right.
And the passion to pursue them. I was just talking to a Sag about this shit this morning.
Yes. She's kind of like, she's very, like, similar to, like, the man with the bag, almost. Like, I love how she's got a little black cat and sunflowers around her. Like, she knows who she is. This is fiery energy, for sure.
She's super creative. She's super spiritual. And she's super highly intelligent. And she's warm and fuzzy a little bit, but she's one of the ones that will cut you or burn you or, like, X you out if you're acting a fool. So, like, this is definitely Sag energy. You don't want to mess with a Sag and go against the grain, like, it'll cut you off. But you're just in your element. You're having all this, like, new power surge, and your intellectual side is undergoing a transformation. We all know, like, Jupiter's hanging out in Sag, doing a lot of crazy shit right now. So, keep your bigger picture.
Use your creativity to your advantage.
Be clever. All that shit.
Good. All right, Capricorn. The King of Pentacles. So Capricorn's actually starting to go somewhere on their financial journey.
Albeit a little slowly.
Yeah, but you're actually got up on the horse finally and like got out of your Porsche. About a horse.
Yeah, you're actually, like, this Pluto Saturn stuff that's happening in Capricorn is really, it's putting you through it for your own good. You're coming to terms with a lot of things, and you're coming to awakening within yourself.
I'm feeling like Capricorn's actually starting to feel motivated in the right way. Ideally.
But oddly enough, yeah, most of the time this shit would feel like death, but in a weird way, you're thriving off of it. Capricorn's, like, kind of loving the pressure to be better, to do better, to accomplish more. They're hearing the call to wake up, So you're actually going with the energy instead of against the flow right now, which if you tried to go against Saturn and Pluto's flow right now, you wouldn't be feeling
You'd be
like you could get on that horse and get going. You'd be like in the ground, like, you know,
digging your own grave,
kind of feeling like retiring and dying. So
good for you, Capricorn.
You're doing good. You're actually going uphill against the, like, most people accomplishing what most people are afraid to do right now.
Keep up the good work. I'm very proud.
It's actually really good for them. I hope we don't sound condescending about Capricorn. If you Caps, you're still watching. Like, both of us have had significant relationships with Capricorns, varying degrees of length, but we have a lot of experience with them all the same. So there's inside jokes always, and we're not trying to sound like, oh, good for you. Da 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 da. You know, like, a lot of you guys are actually showing evidence to us about your times in your life, and it's actually good for you right now to be under the thumb. So whether it's probation or like work or
broken knees
or having your car break down and having to walk, or any number of things, like, I don't know,
losing your bank card, like
suddenly becoming aware that you are actually ready for a relationship and feeling lonely all of a sudden when you actually didn't give a fuck before, like all that kinds of shit. So that wake up call, is it good for you?
Fantastic. All right, Aquarius.
Yeah, this moon, once it leaves Capricorn, it's this moon happens at a later degree in the 24 degrees. Mm-hmm. So immediately after that, the moon goes into Aquarius, and that's actually going to feel a little bit like more of an emotional reprieve. So I'm actually starting to look forward towards Aqua Moon time, because I actually feel a little bit like less inundated with emotions. So it's kind of, I don't know, I'm looking forward to that time. Like right now, that's going to be my look forward to break time. Hopefully I work out that day.
I don't know. Let me jump on my app, I'll tell you.
Like Wednesday? Maybe.
Pull a card. Oh, look.
Wednesday, Thursday? I don't normally go to the gym on Wednesdays. Oh, we have a wild cat. Aquarius, Ten of Swords. Yeah, I know, dude. This is gonna suck. But it'll get better. Like, you just got told a bunch of shit that hurt. Or you've remembered a bunch of things that hurt. And your back feels completely broken by it. Like, it's kind of gnarly. Like,
okay, the 17th is Wednesday. It's the day after.
Yeah.
You normally kind of go.
Sometimes I go on Wednesdays.
You'll probably want to go on Wednesday.
We'll see.
We'll see. We have cake and cocktails scheduled the night before, so.
Somebody's, one of our Cancer friends are in their coven. Love him.
It's his birthday.
It's his birthday, yeah. So, but anyway, back to Aquarius. You guys are in the shit. Like, in the shit. In the shit. You can't even see the sunrise, but it's gonna happen. She's in the shit and impatient.
Over here, we got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a lot of the times, finally getting to watch your little baby plants start to grow and, you know, enjoy them, and starting, you know, you're just starting to, like, think about how much you're gonna enjoy the fruits.
And this is your evil landlord coming and yanking them up.
Fuck.
Sucks.
No. Aquarius, don't. Don't let that happen. No, there's a good chance you could be feeling depressed, just having a bad day, and all of a sudden something can come around and
Frankly,
really turn it around for you.
This is a mental energy. The swords are mental energy. So more than likely, you're inflicting your own damage. So
yeah, that's how I feel.
You have to adjust how you think about things, so you can experience the sun shining on your future, actually see how it's coming. Like, you're not in action right now. This is like, you're not doing anything significant from the outside in, but from the inside out, you're making more progress because you're having to reformulate your entire mental metacity. Is that even a word? I don't think it's a word. Yeah, you get the idea. You have to get a new perspective in order to concentrate on the gratitude in your life. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
A lot of times you don't see anything, but like, you don't see anything instantly, but you get little threads of manifestation before you actually see the full thing come in. You see little tiny bits of evidence at a time. If you're in a 10 of Swords mood, that's all you're going to see is like blood everywhere. You're not going to see the little tiny threads of positivity, of good manifestation coming your way. So try to deal with that mood the best you possibly can. Sit with your emotions, get some perspective on your own self.
All right, Pisces. We got the Three of Wands. This kind of reminds me of like somebody like on their journey, like through the Sahara Desert, and now they're at the top of a ridge, and they're just looking out, kind of like enjoying where they've came from and also enjoying where they're going.
You're actually seeing the approaching signs of a new relationship or a new level of appreciation, a new level of satisfaction, a new level of happiness, a new level of emotional depth in your life than you've experienced before. Maybe you've met somebody that deepens your experience of love, or that opens your heart.
Right. I was just thinking like opens your eyes as you said that. So eyes, heart, you're feeling
a new level of awareness period is on its way. This is like, he's got an idea of where his passion might lead him, but he's not in action yet. He's not in the Four of Wands coming together stage. So he's seeing something and like begin to come together, and he's getting really excited. So keep in that excited stage. Pisces, if you're actually feeling happy during this moon, good on you. Good on you. It's dense energy. Really dense. Let's get that Oracle card read.
So, we touched base on it for a second. So we got this at 4330. I actually remember to write it down this time. Alright, so 19. Dream a beautiful dream. The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your mind, body, and emotions. This is also the part of you that wants to dream of beauty and bring it to life in as many ways as possible. In a world, or in how you eat, dress, look, behave, make love, create art, relate to your community, write your poetry by moonlight, or bathe by candlelight. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may block your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal. Yet, beauty, genuine beauty rather than superficial glamour, flows from within you. It is an expression of radiance within the heart and a love of life. If you have struggled with the obsessive attitude towards beauty that tends to prevail in human culture, then it is time you look to nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse. If you feel blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small-mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shun the social disease of superficial, narrow definitions of beauty. Thumb your nose at airbrushed images and dare to love what is. Honoring nature is one example. Give yourself permission to feel and be beautiful in many ways. You can feel harmony outside of what is supposed to be harmonious. If you are brave and wild enough, you can even find beauty and harmony amongst the chaos of change. Sensing the change is just the creative process kicking into gear. Realizing there is nothing to fear brings even greater beauty, harmony, surrender, and grace to the experience of life itself in more stunning forms through you. You are meant to dream of beauty and to create beauty in its far more holistic and creative definition. Beauty is meant to soothe the soul, inspire thoughts of love, devotion, and appreciation, and to balance the nervous system. These are healing effects, healing for the creator and those that receive it. They are worthwhile. They are not meaningless.
Ah!
They're not meaningless.
I just got attacked from behind. I was putting my hair up and then my dad's cat just attacked my ass. Because I was shaking the curtain. Anyway, sorry. Scared the shit out of me.
They are not meaningless and practical, flippant. Flippant? I don't know.
It was flippant.
Okay. Or trivial. A world without the beauty of art in all of its various and unique interpretations would be less colorful, less vibrant, less cheeky, and less healing place to be.
Right after he attacked my ass, she's gonna go say cheeky. Okay.
That's how you know, right on. And less healing place to be. Time that you spend dreaming of beauty and allowing it to be born through you in various heart-centered ways is worthwhile. Don't disregard it or discount it. The most beautiful dreams can inspire the practical, hardworking dedication required to bring them to life for the betterment of the world. This oracle also comes with a particular message for you. There is a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. You lack the inspiration to be able to imagine it differently than how it is currently seems to be. You may therefore feel inhibited in your ability to bring about constructive change. However, the perfect beauty of this situation is not revealed by what you attempt to do to it, or through trying to impose the right dream upon it. It is to be healed and perfected into all it can be through the revelation of the beauty that already lies within it. This happens when we accept the existence of inner harmony in all creation, and even if it cannot be consciously observed. By expecting there to be beauty within a situation, even if it's hidden, you will be more open to seeing the healing potential, even in your challenges. Don't attempt to force the situation or issue to take the right shape. Instead, ask it to show its beauty to you. This may apply to your body, to your relationship, to your finances, to your work situation, a new creative project, or anything else. From this place of inquiry, you will begin to grasp the creative genius of what is. and unveil not only its potential beauty, but how perfect it is for you at the time, just as it is. In opening up to your beauty within yourself and your circumstances, you may also open up change. What we accept can change most easily. It is when we resist or deny that change, slows down, and suffering persists. You can overcome resistance and denial by approaching it with a curious mind, an open heart, and the healing process below. By the way, this oracle has come to you because you have the power to be a positive influence in whatever situation holds the most meaning for you right now, and you need to know that. Healing process. Imagine, visualize, or perceive a softly glowing, radiant golden light within your head. It expands outward in all directions without losing its radiance or power. Everything it touches, it casts into graceful, beautiful harmony, including your mind. Be with this light. Be at peace and let it happen. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and say, "The perfect harmony of beauty awakens within me and all around me. I serve that golden light in unconditional love and creative power." You have finished your healing process. So that ties in right into beauty and creativeness and almost
every card we pulled.
Yes, so everything ties in perfectly. That's why we love to pull from this Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild. We really, really feel like they do an awesome job at just tying all the little bits and pieces together to give you an overall full moon and Capricorn eclipse energy reading.
Thank you for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribes, and we especially like it when you come back and let us know what's going on in your life and how the cards match.
Yes. All right, so see you in our next video. Bye.
Get to know yourself during this moon.